Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Saturday night, September 23rd, 2023. And yeah, it's a Saturday night gallery tour. I'll probably do a little bit of live painting with ink. And let's get started. So, this is last night's painting, which is the Repose Jag. REPOSE, because that's what the plate said on the front. And it's a Jag convertible. Saw this the other night, and I thought, why not immortalize it? It was actually a silver Jag down at the park. Went for a walk. Fred and I went for a walk. It's good. We had a good talk, and it's always great to catch up with Fred. And I was like, I got to take a photo of this car, And then, anyway, links are in the description to the square 18-inch tote bag version of this, which is very affordable. And then, of course, I think it's a 40 by 30, 40 wide, 30 tall, print on metal, which is kind of expensive, but might as well have it out there, right? And anyway, there you go. That's the full. And I got to put this away here in one of these little booklets. I have so many booklets here. It's absolutely crazy. But I thought I might go through some of them because that's kind of the point of the gallery, isn't it? Well, there's the website, but then it's always good to go through your paintings. And in this one, I've got a little bit of drawings, and then I've got this the artsy stuff. You've seen this before. The receipt painting, which I kind of love that. It's from a couple weeks ago. And then a self-portrait, and those little big ears there. And then another double Rushton, and the boy in the barber chair. There's a print, ink, and paint. And then this one I really have put sideways here. This is on thermal printed paper. It's like receipt paper. And this is, I should do a larger version of this. This is the campus of the Drake University. And then you got the double cab, and then the pickup truck and the parking ramp. And downtown Des Moines, the Ruin Center, the Liberty Building, and the Catholic Diocese. I got all the lights here. The crabapple tree. We'll get there. And then the dusty road. This is where I started getting really conscious about not painting parts of the paintings. So this was a gravel road in between a couple of farm fields. Perfect. This is a paved road in between fields, grass, and such. And then, of course, Night Lake here, which was not taken at night, but I adapted it to be a night painting. And then I guess I'm making a car series, right? So we'll just put that in there. Love it. I just love where the art's going these days. And people say they don't like dark paintings, but I sure love Night Lake. Night Lake. I'd like to make a t-shirt out of that, Let's look at a few other little things here real quick. Then we'll get to the painting. It doesn't really matter, You're hanging out with me, and that's just the way that it is. All right, here we go. Let me get this out of the way. There's so much crap. But I got to say that I love these Itoya art Profolios. Profolio. I should have done this decades ago. They've had these around forever. I should have worked small. I didn't really realize I wasn't forward thinking enough to work small and then think about the idea of eventually scanning works, and then the power of the internet and modern day dye sublimation printing. I just could not foresee any of that. And that's okay. Back when I was in art school, and then even up until a few years ago, I was making these large paintings, and I don't think there's any way I'm going back to that. Not after not after you can make something like this small and then, scan it at a very high resolution, crop it, and then produce it, you know? Do they sell? Well, I'm working on it. As I like to say, uh, never give up on your catalog. Dusk in the Hills. That's so good. Now imagine that cropped, scanned, and enormous in some corporate situation, right? Oh, look at this brake glow. That was a few years ago. Those are out on the I think those are out as originals on the gallery. I'm going to rescan some of those. What else we got here? These are all I think these are all portrait paper paintings with ink and paint. Again, these would all be, cropped with a pre-cut mat. I guess I could scan these and just make these available as prints. I should do that, but where am I gonna where am I gonna have the time for that, right? Made all these. These are a little goofy here. Black and white. God, I made so many of these. 10 by 8. My Rothko-ishness there. Yeah. Those are great. I think. Those are fantastic. I should make these into prints. I should. Scan them. Get them out there. Never give up on your catalog. One more portfolio of, I must show you my paintings. These are the book paintings. I started these last November, December, something like that. These book was going to be thrown away, and so I carved it up and painted it in my style at the time. Very therapeutic. Getting that Rothko effect. I don't think I'll scan these and put these in the print store just because there's, copyrighted stuff on there. I'll just sell the original. Who cares? Hold on here. I'm getting to the meat. Where was it? Here it is. The Rothko effect. Dark paintings. Oh, these are great. All right. Those are all out at markrushtongallery.com. It's time to make something new. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna turn my little printer on here. I have something in mind for tonight's painting. Put that in the old thermal ribbon printer. And let me pull up my printer program, which has to connect with the printer. Battery's at 63%. And what I wanted to do is this one here. So this was a painting of downtown Des Moines from that's going to be a little crazy. That's great. So this was a still image on a TV the video was stuck at like 3:30 in the morning, but this was like the next day. So I went up and just took a photo from the TV, so you have a little reflection of the lights and the ceiling. And then this lighting here was all like super yellow. So let's print it off. Here we go. It gave me ideas, gave me ideas as far as art is concerned. Just trying to keep these as simple as possible. Minimize complexity. Let's see what I printed off here. It's on the back side. All right. Turn this off. All right, there we go. So tonight's image, whoa. Wow, this one's going to be tough. This one's going to be a little tough. This is going to be a little tough to turn into something. But I'm up for a challenge. I do like to leave part of the painting unpainted, but I can't. I mean, I could do it here with this, but I don't know. I wanted to make this yellow, right? And I think the river I could make blue. And the sky I could make something else. Or maybe I could just change the colors all around. Maybe I could make this yellow, this blue, and the sky orange. What do you think? Why does the camera look weird? Does it look weird? Maybe it doesn't look weird. That's what I'm going to do. Yellow, blue, orange. Let's do orange first. My favorite orange, flame orange from De La Rowney. Drop that ink off in the bleed area. Let's go. Not sure how far to go here, but a little goofy, a little weird. I'm going to throw in a little bit more flame orange, make it a little bit deeper orange up here in the sky, which is not a sky. It's a ceiling, a reflection of a ceiling. All right. It's kind of crazy. It's going to do this blue. Let's do yellow next. lemon yellow, primary yellow, Indian yellow, azo yellow deep, which is a little too orange. Primary yellow? What do you think? Give it a shot. A little into the bleed area there. I think that yellow looks great. Blue. Processed cyan. Might have to go with something darker, but let's see. Might go with something else. A little green in there. Make that rail green. Why not? Spice it up a little bit. This will be blue as well, whether it wants to be or not. I think that yellow is strong enough where, you know, put green over here on this rail. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure about that orange sky. I feel like it overpowers everything. And I kind of wish everything was blue. But it's too late to do that now. Now, if I put this on here, what does this turn into? Green. Let's make it green. Let's do that. Let's change it up. I want the emphasis to be on the road. I don't know about this. I do not know about this. Maybe I should have left this white. Do you think there's any chance I could pull some of this off? It might be a little late. Well, let's mess with it. What are you using, Rushton? I'm using a baby wipe. Using a baby wipe to remove paint. It's come to this. What if I made it? What if I threw some white on there? What do you think? Give that a go. That's not working. What about black? Oxide black. It's too bright. I want the road to be the emphasis. Very happy with the road. Now it's going to look like it's disappearing, and it will emerge. Don't freak out. It will dissipate. Maybe it'll maybe it'll dissipate. Oh, I've really done a number on this here. Could you make it worse, Rushton? How much worse can you make it? Oh my God. I had it. This part's right. Oh man. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Man, I feel like stuck here. Maybe a little of this. What do you think? That's problematic. I'm going to use, there we go. This is going to have to be a two-parter. And then there's like no guarantee that I'm gonna fix this, but I'm gonna give it a shot here. The way the way that I'm gonna do it here is I'm gonna put a layer of paint here over the top. Spread it around. It's a very, very thin layer. Now, what this will do is that acrylic paint will dry, and it will essentially form a kind of layer where I can lay down some new ink on it. So I want it to be thin. I don't want it to be too textural. I'm just gonna kind of feather that in with the paper towel. So then when tomorrow comes, this will be dry, and I'm gonna throw down some blue ink on top of this and see where it goes. But otherwise, it's risky because the bottom half is great and the top half is nothing but problems. The top half sucks. So that's from what I've done in the past, that's the best you can do is just cover it with paint, and then because with ink you can't, you can try, and when you've got thermal printing on there, first you can't remove the thermal printing because it's printed, and the ink is tough to overlay because it usually just gets darker. But if you throw a layer of acrylic paint on there, it'll dry, and then it'll take the new color pretty good. I've seen it in the past. No guarantees though. All right. Kind of a bust for tonight, which sucks because this photo is pretty cool. It's very yellowish down here. So I want to go literal. I probably should have just kept the top part white, but I guess I can always reprint and do it that way. Or I could just do a scan of down here. I could just do a horizontal one, but we'll see. That's it for this evening. See you tomorrow.